This is massive, Virgo. What's going on in your relationship side? It's a whole new calling, a whole new... Everything seems to be new, or everything seems to be changing. And then this week, I think the penny's going to drop. I think that's what the universe is trying to provide for you. That dropping of that penny for that going forward. This is absolutely bonkers. Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 21st through to the 27th of November. I did do a lunar eclipse reading, which was at the beginning of the month. If you haven't seen that, be interested in going to see that for the collective and also for the individuals. But in the meantime, let's get straight on with your reading here. We'll go straight in with the overall energies here and see what's going on this front. It's building slightly stagnant energy. What's the overall message coming in here? It does seem to be a sort of case of wait and see. A period of observation maybe this week, which is obviously one of your finer details or your expertise by the things. I think it's homing in or fine-tuning your observations of how your life or how your projects or your business or your relationships, how they fit into the world that is around you at the moment. That's what it seems like. Interesting message. Let's just see what's going on with your karmic message on your relationship side. Now, this is sort of like pulling back. There seems to be a little bit of a reticence from yourselves in according to relationships. So I think this plays into that wait and see sort of scenario. Not everything is what you see or what you appear to see. So, yeah, it seems like you're a bit like... it's a new period coming in, a new cycle coming in, and this observation of the world around you is observing and sort of seeing within the relationships around you. It's almost as if like you're testing to sort of see who is reliable, who's not reliable. That's what it seems to be. And it's preparing you for a new cycle in your life. And you're going to have the people around you that you can trust, that you can appreciate, that you can build on in the going future. It's very interesting, very intriguing actually for you, Virgo. Let's just see what's going on, how the universe... Now, the universe is applying a bit of pressure onto you here. You're fully into your winter period, and you'll be moving slightly into your springtime. So the universe here is kind of going, it's now time to start gathering your bags and moving on. Are you leaving something? Some of you might be leaving something. That's not for everybody, obviously, but are you leaving something? Are you leaving a relationship? Are you leaving a group of people, or like a family or friends or something like that? Is there movement afoot within your life? Is that what it's all about? It's a new beginning. That's really quite nice, actually. It's a new cycle that's coming up. The universe is offering the seed of victory to you in accordance with the Ace of Pentacles. This is working on a really long-term plan for you, I think. Coming up, I think this change here is going to put you in a position in regards to your relationships around you that's going to be very long term. It might be moving away from something in order to move towards something like a marriage or moving into a new home or something like that. There's something definitely going on, something to do with movement anyway, that is around you. A new place or new people around you. Let's just see what's going on the let's go and see what's going on the guides here. Now the guides are also they're encouraging, they're almost pushing past you and encouraging this karmic message to come out. It's time to draw the veil of what is unseen in your life. And in order to do that, it seems like you've got to walk away from something. It's coming in quickly. man, this is really powerful. I think it's coming out of left field for you. I think it's something within your relationships here which seem to be unseen to you or unexpected to you, and it comes in like a flood. It's like flashing in. It's it may be the catalytic, maybe like a simple argument which is not really, it's not a major destructive argument, or maybe just disagreement more than anything else. And it's going to set you off on a whole new path. You've got to build strength within you and your relationships. This is what I was saying earlier on. I think this is all to do with that. This is massive, Virgo. What's going on in your relationship side? It's a whole new calling, everything seems to be new, or everything seems to be changing. And then this week, I think the penny's going to drop. I think that's what the universe is trying to provide for you. That dropping of that penny for that going forward. This is absolutely bonkers. This is really, it may be a case where, it doesn't necessarily mean you move anywhere, but I've got a funny feeling that has got something to do with it. But it's a case where you might lose faith in your family, friends, and community and stuff like that. So it's quite bonkers. Right, let's just go in. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Let's move. That's all it's sort of repeating. It's let's move. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's move. It's... wow. How opposite can you get that to move? Well, maybe not. It's a case of... when you say like a break is as good as a change. I think a change is as good as a break here. I think it's the opposite. And I think there seems to be some sort of change that's really coming through you. I don't think it's necessarily going to be completely crystallized this week, but you're going to start really noticing in it around you, within the people that are around you. And when it happens, it's almost going to make you feel like that this is a new beginning. This is, it almost appeases a lot of your worries, woes and conflicts that might be within you and within your relationships. Look at this. Absolutely mad. Really powerful cards that come out of that as well. There's Ace of Hearts and Seven of... It's just major. What is Virgo? What are you doing to me? It's just... Okay, so this may not be for everybody. For everybody else who's not experiencing this, basically, it's a new cycle that's coming in for you. It can be coming in quite quickly. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed by it all, and that's what the healing's all about. And you've got to stay true and strong to yourself. There seems to be a strong connection between your guides and yourself, because they're really going into the heart of you. They're almost taking over your life in a way where there's going to be coincidences that happen that just... it's like a domino effect that's going to knock down the house of cards, basically, which is going to set up like this whole new cycle. Absolutely astonishing on the relationship side. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. This is your karmic message here. It's all about building new. It's all about... there is things that have been happening over the past sort of, say, months. What is going on with the cards today? Look at that. Playing smart, rite of passage, and healthy boundaries. I think there's as I said, I think there's new seeds or new shoots coming through into your life in regards to finances and stuff like that, where there's possibilities of ideas that you've sowed before. I think 6 months ago, sort of over the last sort of 6 months, maximum over the last year, of ideas that you've been wanting to do, and now they sort of, you've got to almost be patient for this week, because they're starting. You can see the first shoots, the first leaves coming out from these possibilities. Yeah, working with other people, and it is excellent, the work, the preparation work that you've done within yourself going forward, I think. And all of a sudden, because you've done that work in the past, it's going to draw other people to you around you. And it's also sort of saying, you can't do this on your own. You can only do this with other people that are around you. You've got to be part of a team by the looks of it. Don't try and do everything on your own. Let's just see what's the universe, how the universe is trying to influence this karmic message. It's like okay, so it's part of something much bigger than what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do is part of something that's much bigger. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so it's a bit like if you imagine I'm a manufacturer of let's say a particular part within an engine of a car. I don't make the car, but I make that particular part, and it's part of something that's much better, you know, much bigger and better by the sounds of it. And it's all of a sudden you're gonna find, but it seems like you're gonna really find your place. Yeah, the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands obviously can be competition and stuff like that, and that's very true on the business side of life, on jobs, on you may feel that there's a bit of pressure coming in from the outside. It almost is like the universe sort of saying, this is your opportunity. If you don't take it, somebody else will. And that's like sort of kind of because the universe wants it to happen. That's what it sounds like. So the universe is trying to sort of say to you, raise up, play the game, be your better, higher self. This is what it's sort of saying this week. It's the universe is calling you almost to it's calling you to a mission in a way, in regards to your work. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. This is a blistering reading. Okay, so basically it's showing it's a higher calling. I think it's like if you're working in something, it's working towards that idea of respect. It's working to that idea that what we do in our professional life has a consequence on everything that is around us. And it's asking you to be studious or precise or have really, be very conscious about your work here. I think that's what the guides are trying to do, being very, very conscious about the work that you're applying yourself into. Harmony. I think you're going to find your place. I think you're going to find something that galvanizes you going forward and make you feel really part of something and give yourself real value. It's all about, look at that, you've got mastery there, you've got that mastery card here of working with others, that sort of justice card, so it's sort of like just desserts, you're finally finding that place where you're feeling at home. And this now makes me think that this card here is certainly the universe is saying, I don't think it's to do with competition because it's coming from the universe. You can't compete with the universe. And I think the universe is here sort of saying, be your higher self. It is a new cycle that is happening to you, Virgo. This is the catalyst that seems to be propelling you forward into a new dimension, into a new way of being, and it's certainly on the relationship side, and it seems to be echoing on your financial sort of side as well. Let's just see what's going on with the conversation within the guides within you, how they're influencing that conversation that is within you. It's almost as if you're like being like a detective or an investigating journalist. It's like you're discovering something and that's leading to something else, and you're having lots of moments of kind of, oh wow, aha, and it's helping you to think, sort of like see between the lines, basically. Disappointment. It may hold disappointment in the world around you, and yeah, seeing between those lines. I'm going to have to clarify that a little bit more. I'm not sure what they're talking about in the way of disappointment. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, I think it's more like disappointment of how we've done things in the past. And this is what the competition, this is what might be what you're fighting against. It might be fighting against an old way of doing things. And you're now convinced that there's a new way of doing things. And as you try and change your job or your business or your projects that are around you, it may signal up within your conversation within you the disappointments that you might have had with people that can't evolve in a way. That's what it seems like. So it's going to signal to you through the conversation, through that investigation, the shortcomings of others, basically, within these. And that's going to be able to, it's going to be an opportunity for you to seize upon going forward by the looks of things. Let's have a see what's going on the overall outcome here. Yeah. It's like, you see on those cartoons and stuff like that, the superhero who's standing on top of a rock and their cape is flaying, and you're standing there, Virgo, you're standing there sort of kind of saying, this is it. Ta-da! Sort of scenario. And I think that comes from that Justice card as well. The realization of everything that you could possibly need. That nurturing there, I was talking about it earlier on. What? It's a mad reading. You're going to be in a position in the future because you're going to unveil those secrets. And that's what that 10 of Pentacles are all about. You're going to unveil those secrets of disappointment in the outside world. And it could be disappointment within the system itself. Saying the system is not set up in order for an evolutionary business sense of evolving with the times, evolving with us as humans. And all of a sudden, you're going to have, because of those discoveries, because of those investigations, you're going to have all the pieces in your hands to actually go forth and take the system on. It could be that you're working up against another system that is like a job, or you're working in a job in a company and the company doesn't want to change and doesn't want to evolve, and you're going to come up against difficulty. And through your investigations and stuff like that, you're going to realize that you have the key and the resources and the understanding in order to put them on the table so the situation changes. And this could be within your job, within your business or your project. But whatever it is, it seems to be a fantastical sort of evolutionary process this week. Amazing, Virgo. Amazing. A lot of signs have had this already. This whole sort of step back, look, see and evolve sort of scenario. And for you, I think it's going to be very exciting. It's going to shake a lot of your foundations in regards to your belief system before and stuff like that. But it's certainly going to make you a lot more astute to how you can conduct yourself going forward. And I think that's on relationships as much as it is on the financial side. I will say one thing before I go. It's something about these two cards here. I almost feel like that you're disappointed in yourself that you didn't recognize that beforehand, like that you've a secret's been revealed, that you've been duped, as it were. And this side here is almost as like sort of saying, I'm tired of those relationships that keep taking and taking and taking and don't give back. And you're going to have that strength with those coincidences to change that, and which is going to provide a lot of healing for you. Absolutely mind-blowing reading for you, Virgo, this week. So there's plenty of links in the description below. Thank you very much for sharing, liking and commenting on this video and supporting us through your subscription. I do appreciate it. In the meantime, Virgo, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.